In this breaking story, Donald Trump's night just fell apart as his own top official just admitted defeat. That's right, Donald Trump promised nonstop winning, and all we've got is nonstop losing. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you agree that Trump is a total loser. And regardless, it's just true. Trump ran on affordability, on being a peaceful president, and none of this has happened. So people can sort of do the math on that. If their wages are increasing and inflation's under control, they don't necessarily think about it as an increase in the cost of living. The issue here is that prices are rising faster than either inflation or people's savings. Let me just try and put that in simpler terms, because a lot of people are out there saying, "I wish prices were falling." And the reason for that, by the way, is the president. It's the president's original sin, which is in the election campaign. He lied to people. He said he was going to get prices back down. Prices don't fall in healthy economies. It was an irresponsible claim at the time, and hoping he'd live up to it would be dreadfully painful. So, look, the way we normally make up for this is prices rise, and then your wages catch up, and then you end up whole at the end. That's how it normally works. One thing to realize, though, if it's a price rise driven by higher costs, what economists call a supply shock, and here you might think about tariffs or the lack of availability of immigrant labor. That's what happens there is your employer's costs go up, so they raise their prices. There's no extra money to pay for a pay rise, and so when you get a supply shock-driven price rise, which is what we're getting right now, there's actually little reason to be optimistic your wages will catch up. Hence the affordability crisis. And as if that's not bad enough, even Trump's promise to be a peaceful president and his claims that he's ended all these wars, it's just fake news. These are the 8 wars that Trump claimed to have ended during his address to the United Nations this fall. Let's take a look at each one of them. Number 1, Cambodia and Thailand. This was a 5-day armed conflict that ended with a ceasefire agreement in July. Today, Thailand launched airstrikes against Cambodia. Thailand's army says the strikes were in retaliation for an attack that killed the Thai soldier. Number 2, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. On Thursday, at the newly crowned Donald J. Trump United States Institute of Peace, the president participated in a signing ceremony for a peace agreement with the leaders of the presidents of both countries. That war has continued, however, in part because Thursday's deal was never signed by the leading rebel coalition that's actually doing most of the fighting. And just today, a bomb explosion killed more than 30 people in eastern Congo. War number 3, Ethiopia and Egypt. This is not actually a war. It's a long-running diplomatic dispute about a major Ethiopian dam project on the Nile. War number 4, Serbia and Kosovo. This is another supposed war that didn't actually occur during Trump's presidency. Number 5, Israel and Hamas. The situation in Gaza right now is tenuous. But now Trump's night is falling apart as his own official just admitted defeat. That's right. Take a look at this breaking story. Can you step to lower the cost of... So the question is lowering the cost of food in airports. And again, it's interesting. It's market demand and supply. They have people, pretty tightly contained, and there's not a lot of options. And so I don't have a plan to reduce costs. What I am trying to do is provide healthier options for people. And again, who doesn't love a greasy burger at the airport? I know I do. Sometimes you're grabbing, chips, but are there options when you want that healthy choice that you can have access to? Because whenever I make those bad choices, I always feel like garbage when I get on the plane. Letting people have a better option, I think, is what we're focusing on here. This clip couldn't have come at a worse moment for Trump. What you just saw was his own transportation secretary openly admitting defeat on one of Trump's core campaign promises, lowering costs for American families. Sean Duffy stood there at a press conference, asked a simple question about why airport food prices keep climbing, and instead of giving a plan, instead of offering solutions, he shrugged and said the quiet part out loud, "I don't have a plan, that's it." That's the policy. That's the strategy. Trump ran on lowering everyday costs. He ran on fixing exactly this kind of price, gouging. And now his own hand-picked official stands in front of the country and admits they can't or won't do anything about it. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.